You might have heard the word fursona being used before and not understood what it meant. Well, allow me to explain real quick. A fursona is something that a person uses to represent themselves as a furry. It's any anthropomorphic animal, and there's even a category for people who use a kind of high-tech version, though I do not remember what it's called right now. For me personally, my fursona is Kade. You can see him on screen right now, he's beautiful. But he's also his own OC, so I wanted to kind of rant a bit about that. For me personally, I use Kade as my fursona because he is what I feel like I could look like the most closest. It's what represents me. It's what everybody knows me as. And I'm very comfortable with that. I love them. And I love that people see me as them. It's like this refreshing new version. If I could look like anything, I would have looked like Kade. But he is also his own character. And the reason for that is because, at least for me personally, I don't know if everyone has this. I've seen a couple of people have this, but I don't personally know a lot of furries. So let me know if you do down below in the comments. He has his own lore, his own universe, his own multiverse, his own designs, his own character flaws and everything. That doesn't really apply to me in the same sense. Like, he doesn't represent me in his own lore. So there is a clear line between fursona Kade and canon Kade. And the reason for that is because I want to expand on his lore and his universe whilst also being able to represent myself. There's a clear line between the two, which I've said a lot of times and people have asked me to explain, so I thought I would make a video about it as well. Kade is a voidling. He has been on Earth couple of millennia after he was born in the void as a part of the second void pack. There were one before him, and then that person died, or like the mother died, and a new person came to become the mother because they are evolutionized so that one of the voidlings will become a mother and like give birth to the next generation, etc. They reproduce asexually. And Kade came to Earth and was very, what can I say, feral, I guess? Not completely sentient, not completely aware of everything until he met his, at the time, friend who became his queer platonic wife, Ram, who was a witch. And I've written about the two a lot, and as I began writing him and writing their little book or little project book on Wattpad and Tumblr, wherever I could just post it because, you know, I wanted to post it online so I could have it somewhere. I began to realize I should probably tell people this isn't exactly me, this isn't how I represent, this isn't what I do. Though Kade does have some of my similar traits, he's not purely me. And the case for that is because there are plenty of things Kade do that I do not condone or really would do in his place. But there's also a lot of things I would do. So a couple of the like more personality traits, if you could call it like that, is that he is very, do I say, like aggressive in the sense, like he's very overtly aggressive. He doesn't trust people easily at all. He doesn't trust anyone. No human in canon history he has trusted after Rem because of the trauma and everything. He's very much a confident, fake it till you make it person. He's very apathetic. He doesn't understand empathy a lot. He's kind of was never really supposed to have empathy. He's kind of was never supposed to feel anything. So when he do, he doesn't really understand how to deal with it. So he had a lot of anger issues and would fight with Midnight, the second character, and my kind of mascot, second mascot I guess, because they would quarrel so much because Kade just had to let out so much of his anger and trauma and all of that, and Midnight kept pushing him because he knew that if Kade continued down the path he did at the time after Rem died, he would not have a good time and probably just become worse. Like, he was going down a mental spiral. He has heavy survival guilt and mother issues, ironically. He is empathetic to the creatures he meets though, so he, like me, relate more to creatures than humans. He has a scar, which is painful loss to Sin, which is the person who killed Ram, and the antagonist of my story or universe or whatever, who was created to target and hunt down Kade's species because the gods that created the voidlings realized, oh fuck, this person is now on Earth. This is bad. But for me personally, I'm not really a person who can shapeshift or a person who has magical powers or is super aggressive to people, or there's things you can see overlap between the two of us, but we're not the same person. But Kade has also been through so many processes of different versions of him existing through reincarnation and how he has personally grown as a character with his character design from when I started 4 years ago compared to now, and even then before that when he didn't really have a design because I didn't draw as well and I wasn't comfortable sharing his design. He still had a design that was me. When I thought about his design, what I wanted him to look like, even before him becoming a fursona, I didn't really expect anything aside from what would I want to look like, what do I want to be perceived as, and he became that. And there are several different versions of him that are still canon to this day. There's the Anthro version, which I use whenever it's winter or cold outside because Kade has very thin skin, you know. He gets easily cold because his species wasn't really supposed to be on Earth, so he has like a bunch of fur on him. He grows out his fur and like like everything like that, which is a canon version of Kade that does exist during the winter. Was in the summer he has more like cute clothing, flowers in his hair, because he has a very attachment to flowers, which I don't particularly have anything against or for flowers. My favorite type of flower would be the bluebell flower, but I don't really have anything like personally attached with flowers, though Kade does because of Ram and their love language being flowers and stuff like that. But you can clearly see the difference, and I don't know if I have any old art of Kade prior to him getting his massive amount of revamps. I'll see if I can, but it's just been what I feel like I could be, and it's become more and more furry to the point where I kind of realize, fuck, I might be a furry. And I also want to clear up a misconception from my last video. People actually think this first do this, where I said that furries are people who enjoy dressing up like animals, when that is not the case. I'm very sorry that that is how I represented furries, and I'm sorry to the fur community for that one. Furries are people who enjoy dressing up, but you don't have to dress up to be a furry. It's a community of very diverse people and very diverse in love and everything, and it's very hard to simplify such a big thing, you know. Someone commented actually what they felt like I should have said instead, so I do want to quote them right here and say that for someone who likes to dress up as an animal is kind of a misdemeanor versus someone who is a fan of anthropomorphic depictions of animals. You don't have to dress up like an animal to be an animal, to be a furry, you know. By Det Yin, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, beautiful profile picture, and I agree with that. You don't have to dress up. I don't personally want to have a furry attire. I'm trying to think of the word here at all, because I feel like I would feel very claustrophobic, and there's a bunch of reasons. Like, it would be too warm for me. I get easily warm and cold, but I can't regulate warmth and cold as well as an abled person could, and it would exhaust my body more, and plenty of other reasons. But that doesn't mean I'm not a furry, you know. So I do want to leave the video with that. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I have a Patreon, and I am still live if this goes up the day I've recorded it, trying to reach 4K. And if you want to help out, please leave a sub, because it would really help me out. Thank you so much for sticking by. Click on the like button if it's there, click on notifications if it's not, because I stream a lot and you might be able to say hi. Good night.